So how fast is weight loss after bariatric surgery? I'm going to give you all the facts coming up next. In this video, we're going to go through the different types of bariatric surgery. And then we'll go through how fast you can expect to lose weight after bariatric surgery. And last, I'll show you a method of weight loss that's not surgery, but will yield just as much of a weight loss and just as quick. Okay, let's first go through the different types of bariatric surgery. There are three main bariatric surgeries that we're going to briefly discuss. We have the lap band, the gastric sleeve, and the gastric bypass. For the lap band, a surgeon places a thin plastic ring around the upper part of the stomach, and this is going to create a smaller stomach. And no anatomy is altered with staples or stitches. The gastric sleeve is when the surgeon makes a vertical cut down the length of the stomach in the shape of a banana, and then creates a new stomach that's about 25% the size of the old stomach. The gastric bypass is the most complicated of all the gastric surgeries. I might screw this up here, so bear with me, but it's when the surgeon is going to create 3 different stomachs and then reroute the intestine from the smallest stomach back into the rest of the intestine. I think you get the point, but it's expensive, it's extensive, and it takes the longest healing process. All 3 surgeries reduce the volume, but the gastric bypass actually changes the digestion route and has the highest risk for complications. All right, so how fast is weight loss after bariatric surgery? I wish I had a cut and dry, perfect little clinical answer for you with a nice little bow on it, but unfortunately I don't. I'm gonna do the best I can to explain this though. With any bariatric surgery, you are going to lose weight initially. But notice I said initially. So let me explain. The amount of weight loss depends on the person and the procedure, but it tends to be rapid the first few months following the surgery. During the first 30 days following bariatric surgery, the weight loss tends to be 5 to 15 pounds per week. And keep in mind that men will lose faster than women. But do you know what happens next? Typically, the bariatric patient stops or slows on their weight loss and rarely actually hits goal weight. And do you know why? Because they go back to eating their old food. They just do it creatively. Let me give you an example. My sister Carrie had bariatric surgery in Mexico. She was not heavy enough at 260 pounds to have bariatric surgery in the United States. So she didn't tell any of us, and she went to Mexico and had this surgery. Well, everything was going fine for a while, but then she started to do what we call the workaround. She started to feel crappy because there were complications with the surgery. And when you feel crappy, I think a lot of you guys know this, you just start making crappy food choices. Then she started eating food that she knew she could get down, like Cheetos. See, Cheetos have this melting point on the tongue, and it fills up your mouth and then it melts in a few seconds. And that's how you can eat an entire bag and not feel full, because it dissolves into almost nothing, which makes the buyer go back for more and more and more Cheetos. Well, she ate Cheetos all the time. She would also do the workaround by drinking her calories. She would have a caramel macchiato, something that was liquid, that a lot of bariatric patients right now are listening, they're nodding their head because yeah, a lot of you guys will drink your calories because that goes down much easier when you're a bariatric patient. So she was having the high sugar drinks, the smoothies, the shakes, or something like unhealthy from Starbucks, and she was not getting properly nourished, and she was feeling like garbage all the time. One time I spoke to a client who had bariatric surgery, and then first she lost all the weight, but then gained it all back. Do you want to know how? Sipping on Southern sweet tea all day long, yeah. See, bariatric surgery is a volume reduction process. So reducing the calories will yield weight loss, but a lot of bariatric patients gain the weight back because they find a way to still get the calories without the volume. See, the problem with bariatric surgery is it doesn't address your sugar addiction. My sister Carrie admits that she had a sugar addiction and she still found a way to get her sugar. Before I go any further, I want to hear from you. Did you know that I read all the comments? I really do, and I love to hear what you have to say. And I want you to comment below and tell me, what is your experience with bariatric surgery, either for yourself or a loved one? Because unfortunately, about a third of our people that come to Code Red are failed weight loss surgery survivors. And so I want to hear your story. Comment below. So how can you lose weight just as fast as bariatric surgery, but without having to go through surgery? I know this might be a little hard to believe, but Code Red can do that. Did you know that we can get just as much weight off of you in the same amount of time as bariatric surgery? I mean, no, not 15 pounds a week, but that's not a healthy weight loss anyway. But we can get 10% of your body weight off every month with a custom program. It's pretty remarkable, and there are no shakes or pills or diet foods or exercise involved. And even if you are a bariatric surgery patient that maybe had surgery and you failed it, or it failed you, or you had surgery, you gained a little bit back, you had surgery and you can't quite lose the last little bit, I promise you, this is a great next step for you. Whatever situation you're coming from, we do not judge you. We love you. My sister Carrie understands. So many rebels understand bariatric surgery. They understand the feeling of desperate, hopeless shame that you might be feeling. We get it. We love you, and we're going to bring you through this process. It's not difficult. And we understand how to handle your limitations. In fact, there is a section of my Code Red cookbook designed just for you. Yes, that's how much I love you, and that's how many people we have coming on the Code Red lifestyle, people who have come from bariatric surgery past. So we have designed a special part of the Code Red cookbook to meet your needs. But whatever walk of life you're coming to us from, we can absolutely meet your needs and we can help you. So the best thing to do is either join our next 10-pound takedown or skip to the front of the line and get a fully customized nutrition program that I will write for you and give you the exact numbers that you need and the exact amount of time that it's going to take to hit that goal weight. And you're going to notice when you see that date of when you can hit the goal weight, you're going to see that it would have been just as fast as you having bariatric surgery. It's pretty remarkable, but it's real food, water, and sleep. It's the proper human diet. So no gimmicks here. There's no hidden behind door number 2, none of that stuff. You don't have to worry about that. No shakes, no pills, no diet foods, no exercise. So I've linked those up below, and I'll see you on the next video.